Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and it has been a hot minute since we have done a Build-A-Page, and so I'm all excited with a little bit of delay. We didn't do one in December, and we kind of pushed the January back 1 week, but we're excited to be bringing this series back to you for 2022. So today we are going to be making our paper kits. I'm pretty much sticking with the same kind of format that I've done all through 2021. Basically on Sunday I'll be picking my papers. Overnight off camera I will pick the pictures to go with it, and then the following day we will go ahead and pick embellishments, and then we'll make 5 process videos. I'm trying to again pick different themes or starting points for you guys as far as what I'm using to make those page kits. So today's, I kind of was torn because I still have Christmas out and I'm not quite ready to put Christmas away, but I figured I'd give you guys a break, and some of my Baby's Got Scraps videos that I'm hoping to get out again this week in addition to these will be with Christmas. But what I thought I would do for this week's series is to do wedding. So as many of you know, my son and his wife got married in August. I haven't done anything with their wedding photos yet, so I thought I would go ahead and break into the supplies that I've currently bought for that wedding and see where we could go. Now, their wedding colors were kind of, the girls were in ink blue dresses. I had on kind of an eggplant. Her mother wore kind of a mauve color. So there was some pinks and ink blues, and the guys were all in gray. So that's going to be the color theme going all the way through. So I had picked up from scrapbook.com several sheets of this Ella and Viv. And what I liked about it was the wood grain, and they got married in a barn. So we'll see how this goes when I'm like looking at the photos. Right now, by itself, it's looking a little bit strong, but we'll see how it goes. The other background, so I have quite a few because this is going to go throughout the whole album, not necessarily all together on, you know, in a row. The other one I picked out was this Reminisce, and again, it's a whitewashed wood grain with just a little bit of the blue in there. And I picked up several sheets of this. And then the other one I picked up, where is it at? I thought it was in here. Got another one here. It's more of a white wood grain. Let me see. Oh, here they are. So the other one I picked up was this one, which is also Ella and Viv. And so this was just plain whitewashed wood grain. And I got several sheets of that, really like that. And again, I thought it would pop really good with the ink blue. And then I picked up this American Crafts very, very thin paper. I don't even know what collection this is from. It doesn't really say, it just says The Color of Memories. Anyways, I like this blue flower, so I thought this would go well as a layer with the ink blue look. I'd also picked up 2 wood grain paper pads. One is the Craft Paper Consortium, and the other one is Maxi Creative Pad by P13. So these, again, all have wood grain tones. This one does have, you know, whitewashed, more plank, lighter wood. Now the barn itself is white. I like this that had the blue wood grain. It's a little bit lighter, but we'll see how it goes with layers. So this is the kind of what I'm thinking for background pieces of paper. Oh, I have a scrap. And let's see. And the Maxi Pad. And again, it's got, one side is kind of more the whitewashed and the other side is more the wood grain. So that's where probably mainly my bases are going to be. Now, I did pick up some of these paper pads. This one's from Paper Rose. So I thought what I could do, first of all, is kind of pull these all out of their packaging. I just wanted to show you at first. The other thing I'm going to do is pull out anything that I know won't go with the wedding theme, like these purple papers. I'm going to just go ahead and take them out right away. Now, the purple I can probably use for my daughters. So this one I'm going to keep for Kevin and Emily's. This one, I think it's just, the yellow is just too much. So I think I'm going to put that one. Well, you know what? I'm going to put it in there. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to use it. We'll see. This one, I think there's enough of the pink and the blue that will go. But this one definitely won't go. This one should go. Now this is going to the purple tone, so I'll put this with my daughter's wedding stuff. Oh, and on the back side, it does have some solid colors. So like we have some blues. But I really did pick it for the florals here. So I'll go ahead and put this one to the wedding. Again, this one's kind of iffy with the yellow in there. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, but I'll put it at the bottom with that other one just because I don't know what I want to do with it. It looks like these are doubles. So, yeah. I'll put that with my daughters. This one will go in Kevin and Emily's, and these are my daughters. So I'm going to put these back in the plastic for now. Actually, I'll just put them to the side for now, and I'll deal with that off camera. Okay, the next one I have is this burlap and lace. And I thought for the most part these would work. I have used this already for a couple of the shower layouts. Let's see what we've got here. So we have kind of the burlap on one side, and on the other side's kind of a cream. But I'm pretty much like, I like the burlap side. And this one, again, it's more for the burlap. It's got more of a teal blue, but we'll go again with the burlap. This one's gray. I could go either side with this one. So those are another layer, and I'm just going to leave them out of the plastic. And again, if you're interested in this one, this is the Scrapbook Company Burlap and Lace. Oh, it's Scrapbook Customs. And again, I got that at scrapbook.com. Then I have from Color Vibes Simple Stories. This is one that I saw from Janet with RTS. And again, this is going to be mainly for backgrounds. But it's the ledger. And so it's ledger on one side and wood grain on the other. And here's just a grid pattern with wood grain. And another one that's like notebook and wood grain, a ledger, wood grain, the check with wood grain, and another notebook. So probably for the wood grain. And again, I'm going to put this down with the background papers. Get rid of this. And then the last one I picked up was this paper pad. It's Hydrangea Lawns. Now, a lot of this is to the purple tones, which is okay because my daughter was more of an eggplant look. I strictly want it for anything that will look more of the ink blue. And that's kind of iffy. I mean, it's got a little bit of a purple tone to it, but it's got a little bit of blue. Kind of a rainbow. Okay, I like this one. I'm gonna pull this one out. Pull this one out. Still a little purple. We'll go ahead and pull this one out. Oh, it came with rub-ons. I didn't even know that. Interesting. Put those to the side. It's kind of more purple. This one's not terrible. I mean, it's still to the purple side, but again, my dress was more of a darker purple, so I might be able to do it for like more of like the mothers of the bride and groom, because it's not like a ton. And that one no, and that one no. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll put these in as part of our papers that we will pick. So what we're going to go ahead and do today is I'm going to pick 3 papers. I want two for layering and 1 for a background. And I think for my layering pieces, I'm going to pick from these papers that we have here. Okay, so I'm thinking I want one of these with one of the lace, like that. And then I need 1 wood grain. And right now, what really has been speaking to me is this whitewashed. Let me pull it to the side so you can see it better. So I'm thinking something like this to start with, and then I can pull in blue or black or another color from scraps if I need to. So I'm thinking this is number 1 right here. Just gonna put that down here. And now since I've already used this one today, I'm not gonna use the other sheet. So let me put that to the bottom. I really like this one here. And let's see what else I can do. Let's switch up the lace. Or do I want more of the gray? I'm thinking I'm going to do this one because I can use either side. I can either go with the gray if I have a picture of the guys in there, or I can go to the burlap. And then let's see. I really want to grab another piece of that one paper, but I'm going to hold off. Now this one has a little bit of the gray in it, and it's that whitewashed look. So I think I'm going to go with this one, because again, I've got the brown that will pull in the burlap, which brings in the brown here, or if I use a piece from this side, I've got the gray that brings in the gray. And then the flowers, I can either use it as a strip or I can fussy cut some of these out and build upon that. Okay, it's number 2. Let's see, what's the next one? So let's just go with this one here. And again, kind of like this, because again, I've got the burlap from this side, or I can go with the darker navy color and even matte pictures with that. So I like those two. And then let's find our background. I really like this one. I think I'm leaning more towards the whitewashed only because it's the color of the barn. And then when I think of weddings, I think of white. The reception, I might go with the darker wood grains. We'll see. Or when we're doing some of the details of the wedding. And I'll get, what I find too is that as I start my wedding albums, like or even any kind of a travel album or a themed album, once you start making a few of the pages, you start to get the feel of the album. Now I've got like my everyday albums. I change it up, the papers, the things like that. But like I have my South Dakota album going and I have a North Carolina. And so those albums have a feel to them. The North Carolina is more beachy and that whole coastal feel and the brighter colors. And my North Dakota one is more of the wood grains and the earth tones and that feel of camping and wilderness. My daughter's wedding, again, going with the farm wedding, which was the purple, the brown, the burlap. And then with Kevin and Emily's, it's going to have that feel of the ink blue along with the burlap and the wood grain. But as you make more layouts to go into the album, you start to get that feel of how it's going to look. And so when you pull in a paper that's way off, you can tell right away it's not going to work with the mood and feel of the album. So for now, I'm just going to stick with what I know. I know I want something similar to this, and we're just going to run with it. All right, so that's number 3. And I really am not digging the yellow. And I don't know if there's anything within it that I can pull the yellow out. However, there are these blue flowers that they got a little bit of an orange little bud, but I'm thinking I can fussy cut those out. I know I won't use the yellow side. So let's go ahead and pull this one. And let's go ahead and see which, I've got this one here we haven't used yet. And we'll go ahead and pull this one in. This is a Simple Stories. I haven't used one of those yet. And I like how the color goes with the burlap. And then the white brings in the white here, and we'll see what happens with that one. So that's number 4. And let's see, what's the last one we've got? I could do the one with more of the purple, which would go with mine's more of a, I'm still not sold on this. So again, I'm going to hold off on this purpley paper because I'm just not, if you see it up close, you'll know what I mean. It still has more of that purple hydrangea feel. And I'm thinking it might go better with my daughter's wedding. I'll have to pull, I actually print pictures, I'll have to look at it and see. So I'm gonna wait on those. And if you hear my cat in the hallway, I'm sorry, he's not happy. My husband's home today. He's got the TV up loud. And so I'm trying to keep the door closed. Okay, so it looks like the only one I haven't used yet is this one with the pinks and the blues. So we'll go ahead and use this one next. I really like this one. I know I've already used it. Now we're going to go with the one we haven't used. I said, I just want to get the feel of the album before I start switching things up. And it looks like we haven't used this lace. So we'll use that one. I don't like the back side, but I like this side. And let's find us a piece of background. This has got a little tint of blue in it. I might go with that one here. All right, we're gonna go with that one because it's got a, if you look where the seams of the wood is, there's a little bit of hint of blue, which pulls the blue out of there. So I kind of like that. All right, that's number 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera. I'm gonna print several pictures from their wedding, and then we'll come back together and see what we can put together for embellishments. Now, the one thing I haven't figured out yet, with my daughters, there was an item, I had a stamp of a hummingbird that carried through on the whole album. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with Kevin and Emily's, because there really wasn't a theme item that carried all the way through that I want to see on every page that I can think of yet, but we'll see what happens. So thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure that you check out Christy and Moira. They are both going to be playing along today, and we'll see where we can go, and look forward to another year of Build-A-Page, and hope you are enjoying it as well. And we will see you tomorrow with adding embellishments.